Welcome back to the McMahon Group, everyone. I'm Lisa Schneider-Cipriano.
And I'm Angela Scott. We're here at Aqua-Tots, where safety is first.
With fun every second. Let's go swimming!
Here in Arizona, there seems that there's a pool on every corner. Therefore, swim safety is absolutely crucial. Joining me today is Paul Preston, the Vice President of Aqua-Tots Swim School. Thanks for joining us today, Paul.
You bet. Glad to have you.
So, Paul, we are here in the Parents' Lounge, a wonderful, comfortable setting for your parents to watch their children in the pool behind us learn to swim.
Right, exactly.
This is a great concept. How did Aqua-Tots actually come about?
You know, my business partner, Ron Seattle, started the company in Scottsdale in 1991. So he started teaching classes to kids over the Scottsdale area, and we've kind of branched out now. Almost 20 years later, we have indoor centers in 4 sectors of the valley, and then we're actually a national franchise as well. So we have franchises that are teaching kids in beautiful pool settings indoors like this, from Georgia to Maryland to Texas to Colorado. And it's just kind of been an exploding kind of concept for us. We're excited about kid safety, a children's friendly concept, and also giving people an opportunity to have a great quality life, to run a swim school.
Is it true that children can learn to swim as early as 6 months old?
They're not going to learn to swim at 6 months, but they are going to learn to learn some safety skills that we're going to get incorporated in those classes, which are we're going to teach them to float on their back, we're going to teach them to roll over, and be buoyant in the water. So if they can hold their breath and not suck in water, by the time they're about 2, they're going to learn to swim.
Okay, so what are the ABCs of drowning prevention?
Sure, ABCs, adult supervision. We want our kids making sure, you know, like everybody talks about, don't leave your kids alone. Barriers, make sure your gates and pool fences are all tight and secured and lashed, and checking those every summer before swim season gets going. And then classes, you know, variety of classes. One of the nice things about Aqua-Tots is we have classes year-round. So our indoor pool environments, water's 90 degrees, air temperature's very warm. It could be raining, sleeting, snowing over the country, and we're teaching nice, warm classes, getting kids ready for summer.
Okay, but the average age that comes to you, or that the American Association of Pediatrics recommends, is 1 year old?
Yeah, they just changed that. It's been kind of a hot topic in the swim school industry over the years. Is they had recommended kids not starting swim lessons formally until they're 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
And now they've moved that to age 1. They just released that here before summer, and are really encouraging parents. We've been doing it for almost 20 years, getting kids started at 6 months, but they're saying, hey guys, it's official. Kids learning to swim, you know, at a young age, you know, 1, 2, 3, is actually preventing drownings. And that's the best way. And we got to get kids swimming.
And exposed to the water, definitely. Yeah. Let's talk about the age groups that you do take. I mean, if they start at 1, where do they go from there?
Sure. I mean, we have kids in our program from 6 months all the way till 12, 13, 14 years old. In our, we have 8 levels of swimmers, so we start them off at 6 months, and as they're progressing, they graduate and get their ribbons and certificates and promotions. But then we also, you know we have a lot of parents where kids are swimming well. They want to get into competitive mode. So Team Barracuda, that's our official swim team, and they compete all over the valley right now, and also in their other regionals across the country as well.
Okay, Paul, so I have my child here, per se, learning to swim. I go home. I want to transfer what they've learned here in this environment to my home.
Sure.
I want them to know how to get out of my pool at my house. Do you offer any opportunities for that?
Well, yeah, a couple of different ways to do that. Number one is in the summer months, starting right after Memorial Day, we'll actually come to your house for swimming instruction. Actually, how the company got started. We were doing classes in people's homes 20 years ago. Ron, our founder, was just out of high school into college, and he was teaching people in their homes. So that program still exists. Parents have been with us for years doing that, and they love it. So literally, one of our trained instructors comes right to your home, which is a great benefit. Also, kind of what we're talking about in our parents' lounge here, we want you watching the class.
Yes.
And we know practice. So, you know, it's not difficult to get your kids to go home and go swimming, but it's good for you to know what you're working on and inform that when you get home. Levels 1 and 2 for us are our parent-child classes, and you're actually, mom, dad is in the water,
right,
learning and teaching with the child. So when you go home at that age, very critical that you're going home and teaching and learning and conveying that to your child as well.
Absolutely. Paul, thank you so much. And you know, Lisa's actually inside the pool area now with your aquatic director, Megan Brennan. So let's go take a look at that.
Thanks, Angela and Paul. I'm with Megan over here, and we're in the Mesa location on Greenfield, just north of the US 60. Megan, I understand in addition to this location, you have 3 other Valley locations. Tell me where they are.
We do. We service the North Valley, and that is going to be our Pinnacle Peak and 19th Avenue location. That's our newest indoor year-round facility. We also service the Chandler and Southeast Valley, and that's going to be on Arizona Avenue in Ocotillo. And then, of course, we have our West Valley location. That was our original Aqua-Tots franchise. And that is actually, I want to make sure I say it correctly, on 75th Avenue and the 101.
Wow, you guys are expanding all over the place. That's terrific.
We are.
Well, Paul and Angela were talking briefly about some of the group lessons that you offer here, and they touched upon levels 1 and 2. I know you go up to levels 8. Share with us quickly a little bit more about those.
Well, levels 3 through 8 are our bigger kid classes, per se. And level 3 especially is our intro to big kid class, and that's going to be your first class away from mom and dad. So these are the classes where we have our kids that are really learning how to get into independent swimming. Level 4 is our seahorse level, and that class is a lot about water safety. In that class, in order to graduate from a level 4, the kids have to be able to roll over and float on their back for 30 seconds. And that's a major life-saving skill that we really stress here at Aqua-Tots. Level 5, we're working on side breathing, and these kids are independently swimming. And level 6, 7, and 8, we're focusing on refining our strokes. We're working on butterfly, backstroke, and breaststroke, and really kind of going the gamut with all 4 strokes. By level 8, graduation, the children know how to do all 4 strokes competently, and then they move on up to our swim club or our swim team.
Now, Paul had touched upon the Team Barracuda, I think it is, your swim team, and you also have a swim club. What's the difference?
Well, we have a lot of families nowadays that just they're not quite ready to get into the competitive swim field yet, so they like to try out the swim club, which is the same thing as the swim team, we just remove the competitive spirit. So they learn how to do dry land exercises. They learn endurance. They learn how to refine their strokes properly, and they do it in a team setting, but without the competition.
Quickly tell me your student and instructor ratio.
We have a maximum of 4 students in each class, and we also offer semi-private, which is 2 to 1, and private classes, which are 1.
And then when you are looking to hire an instructor, what do you look for?
We look for a teacher's heart. Anyone that comes to work for Aqua-Tots is put through a rigorous 25 to 30-hour training program before they're ever even offered a position with us.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. You heard it first. We are out here in Mesa at the Aqua-Tots location at Greenfield, just north of US 60. This summer, Aqua-Tots and AZTV want your family to enjoy a safe Arizona summer.